So hi everyone, Julian DeRosie from the IIF. We are here live at the Investing in African Mining Indaba in Cape Town, South Africa. I have the pleasure to welcome long acquaintance of mine, Jed Richardson. Hi Jed, how are you doing?
Hey, good to see you.
Good to see you. So Jed, right now you are with Trigon Metal. Maybe before we go on into mining, how great it is to see people back, conferences open, breathing a little more air.
Absolutely. No, this has definitely been a feature that's been missing for the last 2 years. We've all been finding ways to move forward, but not having in-person interaction has really been missing.
It's been missing for sure. So we're doing right now online content. I guess you got a lot of Zoom calls and everything. What do you think is your takeaway? How do we move forward from the back 2 years as relation to investors? How do you think it affected the game, and how do you see new strategy being established?
Oh, I think what a big way that things have been affected is there's a lot of stories out there that are just underknown. They haven't had the exposure that they would have in a regular setting. So.
And are you talking about any companies or about Trigon Metal specifically?
My company needs to be known.
All right. So then let's take a deep dive. So first of all, what commodities are you in?
So we've got we have copper production in Namibia. We have some byproduct silver that comes with that, and then we're also exploring for copper in Morocco, also with silver in Morocco.
Okay, well, the first word that I hear that's great is basically production.
Yes.
So you guys are not looking into going production. You're not looking to get licenses. Everything is behind.
We shipped our first concentrate at the end of February, early March, and now we're pushing to commercial production by over the next couple months.
Oh, that sounds lovely. So, tell us a little more about the copper market from your perspective as a producer. Do you have offtake agreements? How do you sell it?
Sure.
Tell us a little more.
Yeah, so we do have an offtake agreement. We are producing in Namibia. We ship it out as a concentrate. Namibia has fantastic infrastructure, so we drive it out on the paved highways out to Walfish Bay, which is one of the largest ports in southern Africa. And then right now, our copper is going into China, where it's smelted. But it can go anywhere in the world once it gets to the port.
That's really good. So. Producing in Africa, that's obviously the reason you're here. And for the viewers that don't know much about where you're producing at, how it looks like, you just touched a little bit of it. It's great, infrastructure and so on, but tell them a little more.
So over the next 12 months, we look to produce about 3,500 tons or 8 million pounds of copper. And then we're working towards taking our operation from strictly being an open pit mine into an underground operation. And then we'll grow to over 14,000 tons, about 30 million pounds of copper annually. Something that makes Trigon unique is this is the restart of an old mine. The mine operated for 45 years, built by Goldfields, and we've come in, we've taken a look at what was there. We built out a resource in the open pit, got that into production, and now we're moving underground, which is what the mine was historically. Our head grade will go from 1% copper to almost 3% copper, and our operating costs will come down to around $2 a pound once we get underground.
Those are great KPIs. I mean, hearing copper 3% is very high grade, but maybe people are also hearing, from open pit to underground.
Yeah.
CapEx, financing needs.
Sure.
Tell us a little more about that.
So yeah, there's definitely some investment that needs to come in, but like I mentioned, we do produce some byproduct silver, and what we're working on is the forward sale of that silver through a streaming company, and using that to generate the capital to do our underground development.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but this is a very traditional way to finance copper projects. Byproduct being streamed or being off-taken already at the early to finance actually the copper production. Yep. Because at the end of the day, you're not a silver company, you're a copper play.
It's true. A feature though is where we want to be able to claw some of that back. We're seeing a lot of inflation around the world. That is definitely where we're also seeing commodity prices go up. It is one of the risks that yes, I do want to get my asset into production, and we do forward sell that silver, but it is important for us to maintain some of that upside.
Well, this is good to hear in the current market. I think a lot of investors don't know where it's going to go, up, down, left, right. I mean, the market is trying to find itself. And these kind of a market, there's a lot of silver bugs out there. And they love their silvers. There's gold bug, they love their gold. So did you guys ever produce silver up to now?
Actually, we have. We have about 600 grams per ton of silver that comes out in each ton of concentrate that we ship. So it's we are a silver producer in that sense. But when it comes to silver, you really have to look no further than our Moroccan project. By value, that'll be about 35 to 40% silver by value. So we'll have a lot of silver exposure.
And this is very interesting because normally we have a lot of junior companies taking high risk in jurisdiction that investors are not acquainted with. It's a little more difficult. They don't maybe know the rule, but you're taking basically your cash flow and trying to develop other projects and location, as you were saying, like Morocco. And I eyed the project yesterday. Mm-hmm. It seems phenomenal.
I think so.
So give the viewers maybe a
little quick taste.
A quick taste of it.
What we're doing. Yeah. So this is a project that we found and developed with local Moroccan prospectors. So we now own it 100% because we acquired their entity. They are now part of our team. And we operate as a Moroccan company in Morocco. What really is captivating about this project, we found it with slags at the surface. So we found evidence of ancient mining, and I mean 600 years ago. We analyzed those slags, and we were quickly able to identify some of the ancient workings, like adits and old shafts that were on the property. We followed that up with some drilling and immediately had some good results. But over the last year, we've done some remote sensing work, so geophysics, and we've shown what we're now looking at is an anomaly that's over 4 kilometers long, 1.5 kilometers wide, and we need to now start drill testing that, and you'll start seeing results from that this summer.
Well, extrapolating numbers from that seems amazing for sure. And for the viewers that maybe would like to see pictures of those artisan old mines and so on your silver property, maybe you can give them link to your website.
Sure, you can find more information about Trigon at www.trigonmetals.com. We're also on Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and all your favorite social media.
Well, thank you for viewers. This is Julian DeRosier from the IIF, directly in investing in African mining in Indaba, Cape Town. Jed Richardson, CEO of Trigon Metals. Jed, I thank you very much for your time, and we're looking forward to looking at your story and seeing the development on the next few years.
All right, thanks, Julian. Good to see you.
Good to see you.